The shamanic death is a key moment of transition. It is a test that can be passed or it can be failed. But here's the thing, it's not something only shamans experience. They're just the ones who name it that way. This is an existential process that we all go through. Yes, all of us. You too. In this video, I'll explain what this transition involves, how shamans go through it, and how ordinary people experience it. If you want to be prepared for it, stick around and watch this video. When a shaman has accumulated enough power and is ready to take the next step in their evolution, a shamanic death will approach. They might see the death card in a reading, they might find dead animals, or maybe a dead branch falls near them. The spirit starts sending them signs that the moment of death and rebirth is near. But to be clear, we're not talking about a physical death. This is an ego death. The death of a part of the shaman's ego is being claimed by the spirits of the underworlds. If the shaman is clear-minded, detached, and calm, they will surrender that part of their being. In return, they receive great power. When the time comes, the shaman receives guidance from their master or spirit guides to navigate through this process. In some tradition, shamans experience their shamanic death in nature, alone, isolated for days, fasting and contemplating. Sometimes they are buried alive in special graves where they can breathe and spend an entire night there. In these intense rituals, shamans face their worst fears. Sometimes the spirits send animals to frighten them, connecting them to their weaknesses and fears, to those limitations that must be sacrificed, that must die. What dies in the shamanic death are fears, weaknesses, and attachments. During this process, as we experience our deepest fears, we can connect with that part of ourselves that must be let go. Even though physically it's a process that doesn't have to generate any symptoms, the internal sensation is one of deep, intense, disorienting loss. It really feels like a part of your being is dying. The bitterness, the despair, the powerlessness, the decomposition of those layers of personality. It's like the process of trees losing their leaves in autumn, where the leaves oxidize and die. Once the shaman manages to overcome all the resistances and surrender internally, the death culminates. The shaman has completely accepted what must leave their being. They relax and let it go. Then the spirits come, take it away with gratitude, freeing the shaman from a great karmic burden. After this happens, the shaman begins a new awakening, a return to life. After a shamanic death, some time is needed to recover because a lot of vitality is lost in the process. Over time, when the shaman has regained their vital force, the spirits come and give them new gifts and talents, new animal spirits, and a new purpose. They receive the blessing of their guides and are initiated on a new journey. With more power and more awareness, the shaman continues their adventure. As I said at the beginning, this isn't a process exclusive to shamans. They know about this existential cycle, so they prepare for it and have specific rituals to help them go through it. But this is a test everyone faces in their lives several times, because everyone is on the same journey of evolving consciousness. The problem is that we don't know this, no one tells us, and when it comes, we resist. Shamanic death is what we experience when a part of our life collapses, we lose a loved one. Our marriage ends, we lose a job or our savings, or our project that we worked on for years collapses. When one of our pillars crumbles and we go down with it. What we experience in this moment is the death of the part of us that was identified with that person or situation. A part of our identity dies, and there's nothing we can do to stop it. These are the most painful moments of our lives. But when we manage to surrender and accept them fully, we heal and transform deeply. There's so much wisdom behind each of these cries, so much meaning and potential. Everyone who has achieved great success in life has gone through one or several shamanic deaths, going broke, losing everything, failing 1,000 times. These processes are what free us from our limitation and fears. Shamans, wise in the existential laws, prepare themselves physically and mentally for these moments. They know they are inevitable, that life always reclaims what it lends us, and that it's also part of the wonderful game of love, where at every step we become freer and wiser. I invite you to look at everything you have, give thanks for it, and remember that it won't be there forever. Use it, enjoy it, celebrate it, and when the time comes, give it up with gratitude. And know for sure that whenever you let go of something new and different will come to you. If now the shamanic death scares you a little less, give me a like and subscribe if you haven't already. It would help me a lot. And I'll see you in more videos.